How's it going, guys? Today we will be doing a setup video just to show you guys what I use on a daily basis. My setup for my haircuts and stuff like that. Typically, I always put on gloves prior to even starting a haircut, just because I get a lot of hair splinters and I don't want to mess with it. Any gloves are nice. I get these for a pretty good deal. So, I mean, you know, they get the job done. All right, so first off, starting with my clipper, I use the TPOB Play clipper. This is probably by far one of my most favorite clipper. Honestly, it resembles a lot like the JRL, but this one's honestly, in my opinion, better. So I rock it like this with the Starcraft blade. I know it ain't the TPOB Play blade. Okay, I just like this blade better. I saw that TPOB is dropping a thin blade and a thin coating blade soon, so you never know. I might switch this back to that. I do have the blade. I had it on another clipper, and I just got so used to using it with the Starcraft blade, so I just left it on there. But the clipper itself doesn't heat up, doesn't do nothing. Perfect, honestly. Now, moving on to my trimmer. You see the whiteout set from TPOB. So for the trimmer, I use the TPOB Play trimmer, also with technically a crazy blade, but I put a Jero blade on it. But I will be putting the crazy blade on it. Basically the same, kind of in a way, but TPOB blade is better. So this one for me so far has worked perfectly fine. It's really good for lining up, debulking, anything. This trimmer got it all, honestly. You see that I only have one set, because that's all you need. That's all you need, man. Honestly, this one's really good for debulking and everything. Now, I've seen some people comment, what is 00? Bro, I'm from South Texas, all right? If you ask a 00 down here, they're automatically gonna put in the trimmer, because that's a 00 here in South Texas. Now, in other places, it could be 40, 50, whatever you want to call it. For us, a 50 is a shaver, right? At least for where I'm at in Texas. But yeah, so this is the trimmer I use. Cannot go wrong with it. Perfect. Now, for my shaver. The shaver that I use currently is this one, the JRL shaver. Just because it's a magnetic, floating blade also. But just because I had the JRL set before the TPOB set, I'm looking to change this one up. It's good for around the ears, but I need something with double blade, just to whenever someone wants a skin fade or something like that, it'll be a lot easier. This one gets the job done. It just takes a little bit longer. But yeah, it's a magnetic floating blade. It gets the job done. It's also magnetic, so it kind of just boom. Yeah. It's pretty good. So yeah, this is my box shaver that I use. Now for my blade holder, currently I have a level 3 blade holder. I'm honestly gonna switch over to TPOB, but this is just currently the setup I have. Still on it, obviously just saving up money just to kind of switch over completely. But I prefer TPOB stuff. It's a lot nicer. It's just better. So, but yeah, this is my straight razor holder that I use. It's pretty good. It gets the job done. Even the mat that I have currently, it's magnetic. So you can, if you wanted to, you can put it like this. It holds them in place. It's nice. Also, TPOB also offers it, so I might switch over. I kind of want to. I'm not sure if they have a black one. I've seen that they have like a green and pink one. I'm more of a blacked out type of person, so I like just all my stuff black, if you can see, except for the clipper and trimmer. But yeah, soon I'll be hopefully getting one of those. Now for my shears, I use these rough stash blending shears or thinning shears, whatever you want to call it. You can get it. These honestly are very budget friendly. I had gotten them on Amazon. I if it focuses somehow. No. You can't even see it, dude. Yeah, but these are the ones I use for thinning out, for blending, and then these are my actual shears. These, I think I got them from my local barber supply store. They're pretty good. Like I mentioned, I usually just use like blacked out tools, so you know, they got the job done. And for my guards, I use the TPO-B guards. They're really nice. They feel really good whenever I put them into the clipper, clip on the clipper. The TPO-B play clipper guards. That's the ones I use. They come up all the way to a 4 when you buy the clipper. Pretty good. I enjoy it a lot, and you know, I'm already used to that, so they kind of, you know, help me out with the fade. And then for my shaving gel, I just typically use a normal generic one. This one, just because I ran out of the other one I had, I use this Barber one for the gel. And then for my aftershave, I use this bottle, same brand. It's cologne, so it smells really good, and it gets the job done whenever you want to disinfect. You know, when you do a shave, you want to put some aftershave on. This is really good too. And then to disinfect, I have a Cool Care. I also have a Marvicide. I just ran out currently, so I use this Marvicide. It is more of a disinfectant. Just as a reminder, whenever you use this type of stuff, man, leave it for 10 minutes. That's how long it takes to actually disinfect the clipper. You know, it literally says right here, 10 minutes, allow 10 minutes. Let me see if I can zoom in for this. Treat surfaces must remain visibly wet for 10 minutes. Then allow surface to air dry and wipe down clean cloth rubber towel. So just make sure you leave it for 10 minutes, bro, because some people be spraying this and then going straight to cutting hair. It ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing for your disinfection part of the clipper. Just be sure that you actually leave it for 10 minutes. Typically, before the day starts, spray it. Boom. Once you're done, spray your clipper. You know, wait 10 minutes. If you have a backup clipper, use that one. And then just alternate back and forth, back and forth. But 10 minutes, bro. It's not that long. Sometimes people be getting little bumps in the back of their neck because they don't know how to properly disinfect their tools. And then you have that person coming up to another barber and then, you know, saying like, hey, well, this barber did this because, you know, his clippers were dirty. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be known as that barber, that dirty barber, because then nobody wants to go with you. So just be sure to use this or Marvicide, the actual Marvicide spray, to actually disinfect your tools, man. Be clean, brother. Be clean. But yeah, that is basically my whole setup. I do have a sharps container for my blades over there, right there. I like to keep my station clean. I don't like seeing a lot of hair. Obviously there will be hair, but I typically have a blow dryer just to blow it off the station. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my setup. I use this on a daily. The plate clipper and trimmer last me all day, bro. They're like, what, 4 or 5 hours runtime. I put them back in the charger. They charge up, honestly, back in like 30 minutes. And by the time I get to my next client, they're fully charged, so I don't even have to worry about battery life. But whenever TPO-B does drop the Play Mini, you boys gonna cop it. I love compact clippers. I might even get the TPO-B Go clipper just to try it out, you know. Product review coming soon whenever it drops. But yeah, this is my setup. This is what I use. Everyone's setup is gonna be different. A lot of people like having a bunch of clippers and trimmers. It's cool if you use them. I've done it before. Half of the time I don't even use my backup clippers or trimmers. Even if I have a busy day, I typically stick with my primaries. So yeah, if you guys like this type of content, you know, just getting a review or haircuts or just, you know, setup videos, be sure to like that, press that like button, subscribe to the channel. We are growing pretty good. I'm already at 125 within the last 3 weeks. So I appreciate you guys for always watching, tuning in. If you have any suggestions on future videos or anything like that, be sure to comment down below. I do read all the comments. I try to reply to every single comment. So just be sure to check that out. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. Guts out.